better be smiling in there. Well, guys and gals that are watching it with your guys, we have a big old fleet of attachments for the new 080 that I'm stoked on. I never thought we would reach this level of equipment to have this stuff, but I'm very stoked that we do. Rewind the clock, we bought a newer 080 because it was set up with an Engcon tilt rotator system, hydraulic quick coupler, the controllers, the computer, and all that stuff, the software, all installed on it. And we bought a bare stick. It didn't come with the Engcon, so we had to get the Engcon. Let me show you guys the list of stuff that we got for it. We'll start with the actual tilt rotator. Now, we've always wanted one of these, but could never really make it happen. But getting that machine that was set up with it put us a little bit ahead of curve, and here we go. Whew, there's a tilt rotator itself right there. That is a sweet unit set up with the EC oil, which means it's got a hydraulic quick coupler. So when the machine grabs this, picks it up, and it slides it back or forward or whatever the direction it's supposed to be in, and it's got hydraulic quick couplers right there. So it hydraulically charges everything in there. It runs constant pressure kind of a system, and it's got electronics, the hydraulics, everything in that. But we don't stop there. We got a blank with EC oil also, just in case we got another hydraulic kind of attachment, maybe tree shear, different style grapple. Figure while we're at it, might as well snag on one of those. And a 3/4 plate there. And this, it's got to be something that is a requirement when you're getting an Engcon or any of the tilt rotators. This is like the calling card of the unit right here, a grading bucket. This sucker's 52 inches wide. I'm so stoked to finally use that thing. Digging ditches, water bars, finish grading. This kind of a deal is just the tilt rotator. That's the name of the game. Now, ripper tooth, huh? What is that, 2 inch? That is a solid hunk of iron right there. Digging stumps out. We've always kind of wanted to have one of these and saw that was one of the options they had. So went ahead and snagged on that. That should make digging out stumps a lot better, rather than trying to hammer at it with a trenching bucket or something like that. Now, just for a straight digging bucket with the old 080, we ended up leaning towards the 24-inch bucket more often than not. It just, the bucket fits a lot of options, So we got another one of those with the digging teeth on it. Obviously, this is for digging. That is for grading over there. And another option that, well, the tilt rotator is just, you gotta have that right there. Because if you get a tilt rotator, you basically buy a machine bare stick, and then you put all the Engcon stuff on it, and you never run a thumb again, because that's not going to match up to anything. The rotator is going to get in the way. These buckets don't match. So you don't have a thumb. You can't pick up little stuff here and there. And sure, you can switch to a grapple with the EC oil, no problem. But for just the little stuff, look at these. These are cassette grabbers. It's an additional option to go onto the rotator. And when you see these things in videos, you don't think that they're that thick. This has got to be inch plate there, 1.5 inches on this side, maybe 1 3/4. Pretty stout unit. This slides onto the rotator itself. And let me tell you what, that boy right there, the price tag is more than the price tag here. We're leaning towards getting a Rotobec, just like the Mechalek has on it. But we were kind of, it'd be nice to have two of the same grapples in case one went down. We can, just switch it over kind of a deal. But Engcon makes it easy. This thing's got the EC oil. It's got the quick coupler, bolt on. So this whole system, this whole setup, given that the machine's already plumbed and everything ready to go for all this is all plug and play. It just boom, boom, hooked on, let's go. So let me grab the pocket knife and let's cut this thing open, and it better not tip over. Look at that bad boy. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the cassette grabber's going there. Limb gone. Ooh, not tuned, tuned. I'm just looking this thing over. When you look at the price tag on one of these things, you think, whoa, what in the world? But they do a pretty nice job of tying that all in there. This thing was made last year. Man, but this is what got me right here. Is this, I was like, what are these little air fittings for? You know what those are for? I believe that's your grease zerk right there. There's a big old valve bank underneath that. Yeah. This is a sophisticated little mofo. Computer wires, man, you gotta be careful. All right, I believe this is the sucker we're after. The machine is set up the old style, just a 2-switch deal. Because that is your QSC, basically a tablet. I don't have a tablet. I got a 2-switch, 1-switch disconnect coupler here, second disconnect coupler here. So I think we got that. I got a cat here. Yeah, so we put this little guard back on there. I got to confirm with Casey I unplugged the right thing. Pretty sure.
So this one set me back a little bit here because I couldn't quite figure it out. Like I said, this machine's set up with the 2-switch style, not the tablet, the computer inside the cab. So what I had to do was a simple jumper wire, unplug that little white connector, and I needed to put a Deutz adapter on it. Engcon offered to overnight one of these to me, but I had everything in the shop. I was able to figure this out on my own and made a simple little jumper adapter wire. Go from the one on the left to the one on the right. Simple plug and play. This is what enables the Engcon to have a quick coupler so that I can actually put attachments on the end of the tilt rotator. So this is my little handy dandy 15-minute. We're going to put this thing together so we can use this machine.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the grabbers installed. Plug and play is a long-winded mofo. How do you do? There we go. Oh, that's a nice little hoopty. Look at that. Okay. Oh my! We just gotta do a little shimmying. Are pretty big. So it comes with this 32 millimeter. Oh. And you gotta do a little 32 millimeter. Pull this guy. See it down in there? Give her a little. She's seated. Let's see if she works. So I got everything hooked up on here. You saw the cassette grabbers go on there. Wasn't surprised you. Got the Engcon log grapple is what they call that one. It's not quite the Rotobeck, but it's plug and play and went right on with a little bit of persuasion. So, all right. See if we get some grapple movement going on here. Got a little, unloaded all my 45 pallets came with this shipment, all in the trailer, ready to go somewhere else besides taking up the parking lot. another fresh scoop in there. He's calling for half a load there, though. Somewhere right there. This thing is quite a bit faster than the Mechalek as far as boom speed. First job with it, though. This is game changer kind of territory. You always see guys doing stuff like this. They'll have a little hopper, you know, something over there. He needs a dust mask. He was saying hoping the rain was going to deal with it. But Haas is over there running the little blue guy. He just set her up backwards bucket mode. And it ain't hook onto it backwards. Just hook onto it normal and rotate it 180. Boom, boom. Compared to having to drive a machine in and out of all over that spot over there. Not like it really matters, but in some situations this would be absolute ideal. But this one, it just works out perfect this way. Yeah, I'm fired up to actually have one of these. So Engcon tilt rotator system or any of the tilt rotator, man, they're a flat out game changer. There you get another blow on there. Looks like a good one. Tilted me. No, it didn't. Where you want her, Haas?